Welcome to Entrepreneurial Genius, the podcast where spiritually conscious entrepreneurs get a grip on their business, their health, their money, their relationships, and their life. And now, here's your host, Paul.
Three, two, one, and we're live. We're live with Vicky Schettini. How you doing, Vicky?
I am doing phenomenal. How are you doing, Paul?
Absolutely fantastic. We were talking before the show how crazy both of our lives are right now, and how you're on basically no sleep over the last 2 weeks or something like this, 3
Pretty
weeks.
pretty much.
And that's what, yeah.
Exciting, fun, but yeah, a little sleep would help.
What do they say? Sleep is for when you die.
There
sleep
you
when
go.
die.
There you go. There's
But
always time for
you
that.
need just a little bit to get you to get you to the end, though, right?
And that's what I've been doing. Like I've been sneaking off, and I'm like, okay, 15 minutes, and that's just enough to give you that boost of energy that will make you go for another 8-10 hours. So
How
that's
much? How much? If you were to get like a normal night's sleep, how much sleep would you get in a normal night?
honestly, right now, I'm thinking like 4 hours because my body's just so used to it that I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, now what do I do? And I don't want to be nerd, and nothing wrong with nerds because I guess I'm one, but I really just want to go to work, and I'm like, Vicky, don't go to work. So I'll go have my coffee and I'll be on my phone, and then I'm like, is it time for me to go to work? It's sad.
You're just waiting for the clock to start. So your
Yeah,
body can function. You can function pretty well on 4 hours of sleep.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I take a little more than that. I'm about a six to 7 hour guy. Although I don't always get it, but if I can get that, man, I am really fired up. But I go to bed late. I like to go to bed late.
Me
Like
too.
I like to go to bed after midnight. So usually I'll go to bed 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'll be reading or just I don't know. I like the night
Yeah,
more.
I'm a night person too, so I
Yeah,
get that my second, third, or fourth win, whatever you want to call
yeah,
it. Like about 7 o'clock, I'm ready. Okay, now what do we do?
yeah. So you're writing a book for women, and now
I
I mean
am.
for those in the audience who don't know, Vicky Schettini is a part of the Real Estate Mastermind group, and she's the expert for everything cash flow and women power and women oriented. And I mean, she has literally a live in a car to riches story in like a 4 year period, 5 year period, 4 year period.
Yeah, 4 year period. And
And
you, I think you forgot to say too that I had a broken butt too. And
oh yeah,
not only was I living in my car, I had literally a broken butt.
a bone in your
Yeah,
posterior, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
so
forget
these
that.
things you've overcome, and now you're writing a book for women to empower women, to empower especially single women, and especially single moms. Is this right?
Yes,
So what do
yes.
like I know a lot of this comes from your experience, but what are you finding in common, or what are these women finding in common with you and your journey? Your path.
Well, and I've never been one to say, let me just go and do something for a single mom. It's just been as if I would probably say about 6 months ago, I just have this passion that I want to help the single moms or women that were just like me. I remember, I mean, it is so frustrating, but I remember when I worked, 40, 50 hours. I had a job, and this was when I was in California. So I would drive 3 hours one way to my job, 3 hours back, but Fridays it was like 4 hours. And each way. So I really was even hard for me to do a part-time job because my part-time, it was like driving was like almost another full-time job. And I just called it my second shift. So I would get home and then take care of my daughter. If she had practice, and then we had to eat food and homework, then take a bath, all to what? Get up and do it
Do it
all
again.
again the next day. So you're in this kind of like rat race, and you're so tired you really don't have time to think. Like I would have loved for somebody to just tell me, look, Vicky, do this. do this, come up with a solution. And if somebody would have been able to think for me, then that would have saved a lot of my struggles. And that's what I want to
Because
do.
you were so absorbed in just survival that you didn't
Yeah.
have. And don't let me put words in your mouth, but this is what I'm hearing. It sounds to me like you were so absorbed in survival that you didn't have the room, mentally and emotionally, to think outside of your survival mode to make progress, make forward progress. Is that
Yeah, and you literally don't have the time because I had, after I paid all my bills, $25 left in my name. This is before my homeless thing, before I became the homeless. But you're so tired because while I was driving, you're always thinking of how are you going to make extra money? Okay, I can do this, or things that you have to do for your child. Like she was in softball. You know how expensive those uniforms are. And oh wait, baseball bats. That's highway robbery, what a baseball bat is. It was insane. And she needed to have this lithium. I forget what it was, but
titanium?
ridiculous.
A titanium
Titanium,
bat.
that's what
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ridiculous. So I didn't
The
have the
ones that
money.
when you hit the ball doesn't. It goes clink.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And everybody else had it, so I mean she didn't get the big one that she wanted, but she got one that was pretty good, but I didn't have the money. So my drive home, I was trying not to fall asleep because you're physically drained and tired. So I would think, my that's when I was doing my daydreaming, figuring out how am I going to come up with this uniform.
Mm,
And I think women, we are very, very good at being creative and thinking outside the box. So but you really, really do not have the time to think because you're always thinking of what you're thinking ahead. What are you doing when you get home? What are you going to cook? What do you have in your refrigerator? You're too tired to go to the store. So you can only think of one thing at a time, really. And that time is occupied on survival mode.
yeah.
So
So you said if somebody would have just told you what to do. All right, so if you can put yourself in that position back then when you were on the road, you were driving and you knew you had a titanium baseball bat to buy and you're getting your creative, solve that problem mode. But now somebody comes along and they say, "Vicky, I have the answer for you. I'm going to tell you what to do," and it is, what would they tell you to do?
and there's so many different things. Like, um, obviously, it's get a mentor. What did I want to do? Mine was real estate, but everybody has their own niche, what they love. And the goal in mind is to go and follow your dreams, follow what it is that you want to do. The other thing, though, is don't put all your eggs in one basket. If you want to go and be a writer, then you need to be bringing money in so you have the time to be the writer. Y- Bottom
So,
line is you need to know what your goals are, what is you're passionate about, and then you work it backwards. Come
so,
up with a plan how you get there.
at that time, would you say you did not know what your goals were, or your goals were vague?
No, I always knew I wanted to do real estate. Prior to this, I was a loan officer back and I had sold my firm when I got married. Biggest mistake I made, but I did it, and
What, the getting married or the selling your firm?
both. Oh
I
yeah,
asked I asked a loaded question. Maybe that's a different episode. Okay, anyway, go
yeah.
ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
yeah. So
So you said get a mentor.
getting a mentor because there's you don't have the time. You don't have
Uh,
the time. We're sharp enough that we can figure out how to get that baseball bat. But our thinking time, it's not even just our doing time. Our thinking time is limited because you're thinking ahead and how to solve problems ahead of time. So if a mentor would have just told me, look, you need to do XYZ and this is your results, I would have fit it in, even if I would have gone to sleep to, make one day a week to sleep. Um, We do it. And it's not for everybody, I will be honest, because not all women, I think in general, we are very creative, all of us, but you have to have that drive. Not everybody has the drive. And
Well,
it's
so,
okay
so
if you don't have it.
yeah, from my perspective, look, I'm on the other side of the gender, the species, right? And so, from my perspective, when I see women, this is my experience. Like women have, I think women have more drive than men do. I really do. It's just that they have it in such different areas. Like you put a mama with her chicks, and she has the drive that no man has to take care of those that are hers,
Yeah.
right? So I mean,
You
and
move mountains for your kids.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, right? You're going to get that titanium bat and more. And you put a female, with a family or in a position of loyalty, in a position of learning. It's like it's my experience that those personalities are so gritty, right? So
Yeah.
then you're saying take that grittiness and really wrap it with meaningful goals that make a difference to your life, that take you out of survival mode and put you into
Yeah,
prosperity.
go to the next category wherever you want to go, and diversify too. Don't, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like in real estate, there's so many ways to do real estate. Don't eat. I like rentals. That is what my key thing is. But do I just do rentals by themselves? No, I do other stuff, even though they're not my preference. My rentals, and I like rentals because of the security. Money is always coming in.
Right.
So as women, we think one of the things that I realized doing loans and when the whole crash and whatnot is men would wait till the last minute till they got literally kicked out of their house and then try to figure out what to do. No, that doesn't work for us. We need to know, knowing that somebody's going to come to your door and kick you out of your house, that's like you can't breathe on a daily basis. And if you
Mm.
can't do that, it's hard to concentrate on what you need to do. So we're better planners, but again, it goes back to your time, and we can do it. It's just giving the direction of, okay, you know what? I really don't have the time to think. Just tell me what to do. do
Hmm.
do the map for me and I'll do it, but just tell me the map. Now, everybody wants to make more money. And like I said, it's not for everybody because you do need to make sacrifices. Instead of going to, a family event on a Saturday, you might have to come home and go to work. But it's a sacrifice that you're making for the long term. So not everybody's willing to do that sacrifice, and it's okay. There's no problems with that.
No
But I think
judgments there.
there is nothing. It's fine. But I think there's a lot of women that just need to be shown how to do it. And I think when you are so tired, and you're running around and you have the kids, you come last. The
Mm.
kids come first.
Mm.
Everything about the kids. You have that $25 left and you go spend it on your kids. You're using the same clothes that you've been using for a long time. You let yourself go, not all the time, but you do tend to when you're tired. So,
So because women, mothers, they put themselves last. They put their kids and family first. They put themselves last. A thing or the thing that they put last is getting their money right.
getting their money right
Right.
and feeling
You
good
got to
about
take care of
yourself.
family. Got to take care of kids. Oh, feeling good about yourself. Okay.
If you're not feeling good about yourself, it's hard to just get up and go and do something. You just don't want to do it. So, mindset is the key thing to get on straight. Feeling good, having your goals, and believe in yourself. There's many because of the maybe previous relationships, they don't have the confidence. You know, I personally, I will tell you this really quick story. When I started doing loans, I I had gained a lot of weight in my pregnancy. My Brittany was just a year old, and I never got rid of all of it. I was still pretty heavy, so I started doing loans, and I signed up with this company, and they gave me a base salary. I think it was like 500 every 2 weeks, and then it was only for 3 months. So there was like 11 of us in this class, and everybody was getting such, and tell you, when they told me everything to do, I literally did everything they told me to do. So what went out the window was my sleep. I even lied because we had to sign a contract saying that I wasn't going to take another job. Well, I would lie because I was actually doing bookkeeping for my uncle's construction company, that I get there at midnight and do his books and then come home, take a couple hours sleep to get up, get her ready, go take her to the sitters to go do now the loan officer hat on. So I did this, and every weekend you were supposed to go work and meet with realtors and talk to them to try to get them to send you loans. We would come back on Monday and everybody had great feedback. Oh, this realtor's doing this. I mean, great. Um, but not me. And I remember I would have to put my air conditioner was California and it was so hot. My air conditioner went out. So I would park far away from the actual office because I was sweating. And I had to walk there, and I was like trying to freshen up before I got there, than having somebody come out the door and see me sweating. So so they had great feedback. So with me, I always thought, oh, it's me because I'm fat, because
Mhm.
I didn't feel good about me. So I blame me why things didn't happen. Well, they would have this monthly meetings, and they had these two guys that always made in the 30 to 40,000 a month. And they call this guy out there, the top one. This one was Kevin. I'm not even gonna say his last name. And he comes out there very confident, dark, muscular, bubbly. Hey, somebody that had charisma, had it all. He comes out there, and I'm all, of course, look at him. Everybody's going to give him deals, not me, because I'm fat. So I have to just work harder. Next guy, they call out, second guy that had won that month. I think he had made 33 or 36,000. He comes out, call his name. This guy gets up, and I thought this guy got up to go to the bathroom. No, he got up there to go get the award. This guy was shorter than me, and when you would talk to him, he was so shy he wouldn't even look at you in the eyes. And I'm like, he was all little. I thought, oh no, if this guy is making that kind of money, I can fake being confident. I could do that. So I think that was like my eye seeing. It was all in my head. So I just continued doing the floor plan that was given to me, the stuff that I needed to do. Just did not give up. I stick to it. Next weekend comes along. Everybody has great feedback. Still, I didn't have the great feedback. And they're even talking about movies they went to see. And I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? Because I don't have time to go see a movie and go have lunch like they're having lunch. Well, when it all came out, they never went and did none of the stuff. They were just lying about what was happening. I stuck to it. We were out of that class by November. January, I was already making over 10,000 because I stuck to it and did what the
Work the
plan was.
work the plan.
All of them fell off. I was the only one that completely exceeded. 3 months, I already beat they had different categories, but I stuck with it. And that's the whole thing. I had to mentally realize that it had nothing to do about my weight. I had to believe in me. Once I saw Ed, I'm like, oh no, I can
You
fake
got
it.
it.
I can fake it. And
So
it was like a switch that turned on.
yeah, you mentor women. Is that the biggest challenge you find from the women that you mentor? They lack confidence.
They lack confidence, and many of them are divorced or going through a divorce, and stuff's happened. um they just don't think, are they going to like me? Eh, it's a confidence. It's a
Sure.
confidence. And then two, the circle that you're in. The circle is huge because, and trust
Your
me, I've
associations.
associations. I've
Yeah.
been around. I have family and friends that now they're acquaintances, and I love them and all, but I don't tell them my inside, everything that's going on because they can be negative, and I don't need that. If it's okay to disagree with me. I'm okay with that. But when you're always putting down my ideas, I've gotten laughed at. Oh, you've tried everything. Well, yeah, I did. And my mom always said, you do wit. One day you are going to find what you are good at and you like. That's the key. There's probably a lot of stuff we can be good at, but you have to like it, because if not, why are you doing it?
Right.
Why are you getting up in the morning if you hate it?
You don't like it, it's an energy drain.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're not going to get anywhere near as far as you would if you really loved what you did.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, with what I'm doing is I am teaching women how, the ones that have the drive, or maybe it's not out right now because life's happened, and we have that confidence issue, bringing the drive out and setting the plan. Now, any mentor and anything, it's going to cost money. Now, if you only have $25 left to your name, then that's not going to get you anywhere. So we're doing baby steps. I'm helping them, look, do this to get the money to go get yourself a mentor. There's a lot of different things. That's why I'm writing the book. I'm writing the book because there's a lot of women out there that were and are like me.
Hmm.
And I want to help them. I want to help them and build like this empire. It's all about my legacy that I have in my mind. That's my goal now. It would be cool how many other women we can help. But if we help these women, I help them, they start doing good. What do we women do? We involved our kids. Our kids see it. My daughter doesn't really like real estate. She likes other things, but I didn't realize the whole time she was listening to everything I was saying. So she
But
is an entrepreneur.
she sees the work ethic, she sees the
Yeah.
decision making, she sees the stick to the plan, the creativity. I mean, she sees all the entrepreneurial skills, even though what is she doing for entrepreneur? You say she's an entrepreneur. What is she doing?
She's at right now she's going to school. She
Hmm.
wants to be an oncology pediatrics doctor, which I
Hmm.
don't know if she can do that, but that's what she likes. And she's a manager at Victoria's Secret.
Okay.
So she's gotten promoted pretty fast, and she just keeps keep going ahead, but she does have the work ethics. And what's neat about her, I realize, is in any job that she has done, she always, instead of looking for herself, she looks at the company. So she gets upset with people, including her superiors at times, because she sees that they're doing the company wrong. And that's because she sees I've been pretty much self-employed majority of my life. So she's always thinking about the company, and that's the way you have to do, is
Mm.
you have to just be focused on getting that company up and running. And then the ultimate goal is do your company, make a turnkey property, so then you can still go do what you like to do in the company, but you're not obligated to have to get up and do it.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good example. So you you take women who lack confidence, but you know that deep down they've got the drive, and you bring that drive back up, and then give them a direction.
Yes, yes. I mean, think about, and anybody that's out there listening, if you go to an event or something and everybody's pumped up and excited, you're going to get pumped up and exciting.
Hmm.
Um, but if you go and and I think we all kind of like to hear gossip and stuff because we're women. We like that stuff. But it's
No
okay.
comment there.
Yeah, ha ha ha. It's okay, but you can't be surrounded that. There's a time and a place for
Yeah,
that. But now when you're trying to build yourself, build
yeah.
your dream, build all that, and you can't have those people around you because they're constantly going to be in your face about what you can't do, what this person does. Don't get rid of all that. Get rid of it. It's wasted energy, wasted time on your in your head thinking. Use that time for you to get ahead. If I did it in 4 years from literally sleeping in the car with Mr. B, my dog, anybody can do it.
How many properties you have now?
I don't even know. Um, I mean, it's over 200. I don't even know.
Okay,
It's quite a bit.
4 years to 200.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm really glad that you're working with women because you got that story, of your own, and I like the way that you've directed that energy back into women. Men and women need this, by the way, but I like the focus because you're a really good example of for women, I think. When men, you talked earlier about what happens to women when they experience a failure, they get depressed or they withdraw,
yeah.
they lack the confidence. I'll tell you right now, men, when we experience a failure, we do the same thing, except for we cover it up with a tough facade. So, it's like we still gonna try to look bad, even though a lot's going on behind us,
Yeah.
behind the wall. So I mean, we experience similar emotions, but you know, since when you're working with women, you have that. And by the way, when I work with men, I know I can see through the wall, right?
Yeah. You can see right through it. You're like,
Because
okay, I know what's
like
going on here. I've
like
been done that.
man to man. I've been there,
Yeah.
done that, man to man. Same thing with you, woman to woman. It's like you can really empathize and relate to their journey and to where they are. And then I I mean I don't know. I guess it's just okay. When I work with men, it's usually a small shift, and it's a small shift in perspective. Like
Yeah.
a lot of times it boils down to, and I'm asking this so that you can give me the rebuttal about women, but a lot of times it boils down to, listen, dude, you're thinking about things that nobody about yourself that nobody else is thinking about you. This is all an illusion, you
Yeah.
know. It's all an illusion that you've created between your ears, and in so many words, it's just get over yourself. Okay, now it's not that harsh or that coarse, and I and I can talk
Yeah,
to women.
I would not be telling a woman that.
No, well, I can talk to men differently than I talk to women, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I have that knack, right? So, but essentially, it's like get past the thinking and get on to some new thinking.
And when I actually realized is one of the women had wanted me to mentor her, and she specifically wanted me because I am a woman. And one of her things that she said is, she goes, I was just worried and see if people were going to like me. Are they going to, want to do this? And I just want a woman. When she said that, all those feelings of back in 1997 when I started doing loans and feeling the insecurity because I was fat, because I this, because, all this stuff and didn't have an air conditioner. I was sweating. When she said that, all those feelings came back
Mm,
like instantly because I knew exactly what she was talking about. And it made me, and maybe that's why I got that itch because to help with me, because it made me realize I'm like, wow, like this whole time I thought it was just me. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah,
know
yeah,
that other people. And if you looked at this girl, I'm like, "W- what do you? No, no. Like I really had the issue, but we are our worst enemies.
yeah.
So it was kind of like the puzzle piece got put together, like at that time that I said, no, all of us feel the same way, all of us. So that's why I want to do this. And that's why after that I said, okay, I'm writing a book. I'm writing a book for those that, are too depressed to, have so much going on. Well, they're driving, they'll be able to listen when, all these things they'll be able to do because I know I can help them. We all think it. And that's the message everybody needs to know. You're not alone because we've all gone through it are going through it. There's many. You might be at a different stage, but I've been there and done that.
Yeah. Well, I really hope that it works with. I mean, I know it will, but I mean, I really, really encourage you to keep doing this because and to continue to work with women, because I find that a lot of times people, it's like they want help, but they don't want to go ask for it, because that
Yeah.
in itself shows
Because
weakness,
we're
lack
pride. We have
of
pride,
pride or
Yeah,
ego. Yeah. And but if you'll just take that first step, like
that's
just
all it is.
reach out. Look, I just personal example. So I'm working on a deal right now, and a big acquisition, and I got to a point where there's some parts of the deal I didn't understand. Okay, now I've been doing this 40 years. I should understand all parts of all deals. I should know everything there is to know about everything in real estate, right?
Yeah.
Wrong.
There's
I,
always
I,
something
yeah,
it's okay not to know everything.
yeah. If I finally got to a point where, like, I mean, this has only been going on a few days, right? But I'm like, I can't solve this myself. I gotta reach out. So earlier today, I was reaching out and calling friends and people that I knew that were experts in the business, my CPA and so forth, right? But even it took me a few days. I'm like, I can figure this out. I can figure this out. I can figure this out.
And how much time did you waste that you could have done something that was
I,
actually good?
in this case, I wasted a week. I really did. I
Yeah.
did. I wasted a week. I'm on day 6 right now. Day 6. I'm on to day 7. That that's the truth. And so I finally got to a point where I just, but that all that to say is, we get in our own way. And
Yeah.
so reach out, take that first step. You just got to take that first step, right? It's an investment in yourself. You take
Yeah.
that first step. And then you get to a place where you're like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. I'm going to go help somebody else.
Yeah.
You know?
We're just, and that's the whole legacy I want to build is
Uh-huh.
let's get you there and then pay it forward.
Mhm.
Let's just keep building it up, and it's gonna work. I want to say out there, I'm doing two
Yep.
things
Okay.
besides the book. I'm doing every other Wednesday on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Single Moms Doing Wit. What does wit mean? Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yep. Single Moms Doing Wit with Vicky Schettini. If you can follow me on all the social medias and on YouTube, you can go back and see all the episodes too. Uh, and YouTube is the real Vicky Schettini, because believe it or not, there's another Vicky Schettini. So I
But
am
but
the
but
real
but
Vicky
she's not
Schettini.
the real one. I got you.
No, she's not. I'm the real one. So the real Vicky Schettini, and every Friday I do the women empowerment, which I am actually. If you are one of those women that have done with whatever it takes and are successful, please reach out to me on Facebook and social media, so that because I am looking for people to interview. Um, and if you're one of those that are just, you're starting out and you need the help, have the drive, or you need me to bring that drive out, come join me live every other Wednesday.
About how long are those programs?
1 hour.
Okay, good.
1 hour.
It's
Yeah.
it's an hour well spent, well invested in yourself. Vicky
Yeah,
Schettini, Schettini.
that's right.
And
See,
of
and you're
course
saying
it's
it right too. It's
Schettini.
Schettini. You're doing it right. You're doing it the right
Really?
Italian way. Like, don't
Yeah,
forget it.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Yeah. So follow Vicky. Um, women empowerment, single moms doing whatever it takes, women power. If you want to be interviewed by Vicky, you've got a good story for her book, reach out to her and follow Vicky on all the social medias. Vicky, thank you very, very much. Always inspiring. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Now, I mean, this is important work for our business, our industry, and humanity. So keep up the good work. All right.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you guys next time.
Thank you for listening to Entrepreneurial Genius. To learn more, visit paulmontalongo.com. If you've enjoyed the episode, please remember to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. And please share with your friends. Thanks again, and we'll be back soon with a new episode.
Paul Montalongo.